Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, I'm here again. I went to the bathroom. I downed a whole green smoothie. I'm ready. I will appear in a moment. Hi, everyone. I'd like to apologize first and foremost about Nightbot. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? I'm back. I don't know. Let me get Nightbot off your ass. So I have that now. Welcome. I took another break from streaming very soon after the first one because with all your help, finally hit affiliate. And I've been working towards this for so long, and I've been so happy. Hello, Ferris. Hi, Glass. I should edit Nightbot a bit. Hi, Echo. Hello. Thank you all so much for being here. There's a new stat above my stream that says pre-roll-off. I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll see what will happen in a minute. Yeah, I'm getting money now. Thank you all for being here again. I have Nikki, hi! I have some stuff to show you. I'm gonna fix Nightbot so that it doesn't ban emote spams. Because you know I love spamming emotes. But yeah, I have Nightbot now. So I have like a bot. And I am a handsome twink. You're absolutely right. You know, I was rewatching The Owl House, the earlier episodes with my dad recently. I got to the one where it's like, oh no, don't trust a wizard. You never trust a man in casual drapery. I'm just like, you think this is casual drapery? Oh, you're gonna look at me and you're gonna call. Okay. Okay, let me get to Night. While I log into Nightbot, I'm gonna address one thing really quick. Before anything else. Wait, Ferris, did you redeem Stretch? I can't tell if you did, but you'll have to tell me. Right away, you'll notice maybe my tracking might be, my model might look a little bit better, or it might not. You see, I finally, up until now, I have been, how do I change spam protection? There we go. Up until now, I've just been using VTube Studio on my laptop. With everything else I'm streaming, I've just been using the webcam here. And I finally bit the bullet, and I got the pro version of the app on my Android phone. Because I know everyone's been saying, if you have the phone tracking your model instead, it frees up a lot of CPU, and it's a lot better. And I avoided doing this for a while now, because you'll hear everyone say about VTube Studio, you did a stretch in the water. Okay, I don't have water. I'll get that later, but I am going to stretch really quick. Excuse me while I disappear into the void. Oh, okay. That's probably good, because I'm just sort of using a makeshift chair right now. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to sit back down. It is the most makeshift chair. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, I've avoided using my Android phone for tracking, because everyone will tell you about VTube Studio. Oh no, like the iPhones, they got a special kind of technology that makes the tracking super good. And then next in the goodness is webcam. And then dead last is Android. Everyone says like the tracking's really shit on Android phones. But you're seeing it in action, and like it's not that much worse than what you've seen with the webcam on my laptop before. Like people said the blinking wasn't good or mouth tracking. It's like, you're seeing me blink. In fact, this might be a little better. So yeah, I realized at the end of it all, I thought you cannot disable excess emotes. We love emotes here. We love them. It's cats. Okay. There we go. Okay, Nightbot should be better now. But yeah, I realized ultimately, regardless of what exactly the tracking looks like, what it ultimately comes down to in terms of I have a button here that says I can run an ad break. I'm not going to do that because I hate ads. And I don't want to subject you all to an ad. But yeah, I realized it ultimately, more than like the actual tracking, what would probably make what it would actually come down to in terms of the model, how the model looks on stream, is less about the actual tracking, because like it looks fine, and it's better because of like the less CPU usage, because my laptop gets to use less, and so it's better. So I'm gonna try to be using my Android phone while I do these streams to track stuff. Hang on, she's acting up a little bit. Is my phone overheating? My phone's overheating. Well, you can't win them all. As long as it doesn't fucking die on me. Just a second. I'm going to close an Extras app. We're back. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to try to use my Android phone to capture my face movements from now on. I actually feel like with it easing up on my laptop, it's a little bit better, I think. In fact, so there's that. That's the first thing I wanted to address. Overheated phone. Yeah, I'll just put it in the freezer if I need to. What else? Okay. So like you said, like you saw, I've got Nightbot now. I finally got like a bot and I can use it to shout out people. Like, let's test it out. SO. Let's test it. Like, I can shout out my good friend, Ferris here. I can shout out people who raid, so I can finally have that capability. I have completely forgotten the other commands that I put on Nightbot, so you'll just have to discover those for yourself. My mouth tracking's a little bit weird. It's fine. Maybe I'll recalibrate really quick. Just really quick. But yeah, I took this break because I hit affiliate. And then, oh, I should have stayed still during that. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Little bit better. But yeah, then I hit affiliate. So I was like, I'm gonna take a break to Undertale. Oh yeah. I was doing Undertale when we first met. And God, we got a lot of people in here. Thank you all for being here. So yeah. When I hit affiliate, I was like, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get all my emotes. I'm going to do all this cool stuff I can do now that I'm an affiliate. And I did all that. And then finals started approaching, like the last weeks of my semester of college. And I had to put this on the back burner a little bit to focus on that stuff. I realized I didn't really want to wait until finals were done. Finals is like next week for me. I didn't want to wait until that was done to start streaming again, like do all this. So I realized I had enough done and I wanted to do this again despite college kicking my ass. Where are my buttons? What does this button do? Okay, that's I have to relearn how these work on my phone. But yeah, college has been I'll get through it. But yeah, I didn't want to wait to stream again. So we're here now, and I'm going to walk you all through all the stuff I did, all the new stuff in my channel, and then maybe we'll hang out for a bit. I'll draw. You can watch me draw on stream. Maybe it'll work out. Who knows? And we can just have a good time. So if that sounds good to you all, let me show off some of the stuff I have. First off, I've drawn some stuff that I meant to do, actually back when I first did my VTuber debut. But then I didn't get that done in time, so I realized this would be good a time as any to draw it all again. Yeah, I want to have a funky, fresh stream for you all. Gonna lurk for a bit. Thank you. Okay, thank you for being here, Ferris. Good. Thank you for lurking. I'm sure you've all seen. Yes, I am. My tracking's getting a little bit weird, and that might be because my phone's overheating. There's every chance I have to switch back to webcam VTube Studio. But that's fine. I wonder if it'd be better to switch to the webcam now. And then save the phone tracking for when I'm doing art. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see how it looks. So if you'll just give me a second. Quit the app. There we go. I'm gonna be very still for a minute while I get all my junk done. Let me track on my little app here. Camera. Okay. Turn on camera. Do you see me, camera? Took her a minute. Yeah, this is definitely worse. I'm gonna turn this off and go back to my Android. I don't know how I'm gonna go back to this. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. It's okay. We'll have a great time. Because I'm gonna have my big thing, and I'm gonna take a quick break to put my phone in the freezer. Okay, we're going to... I've received a few fire emotes from my friend Arsonist Burb. I appreciate the support. Okay, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Get the app up and running again. Even in streaming mode, the app's kind of not great. Having the model unloaded seems to be good. That's better, I think. Okay, one more calibration and then we'll be good. Okay, that's as good as we're gonna get it, I think. All right, back to the thing. I've got subs now. You can now subscribe and give me subscriber. And you can get emotes and stuff, and we'll cover all that later. Angus, yeah, there you are. Welcome to my stream. I appreciate having a fellow fire lover here. I am going to stare directly into your soul. That's just something that happens on these streams, so you'll have to get used to it. Okay, so yeah, I've got my little sub thing up here that you can see that. I made my first goal at 10 subs. I believe I actually got my first sub was actually by Zayden Rizzoli. I think Twitch I don't think gives me like a way to check that, or if they do, I haven't found that yet. But shout out to him for my first sub, and I think Ferris the Demon Queen gifted a sub. Echo, you have redeemed drink water. So I will do that. But I have to go get water. So while I do that, I'm actually going to exercise my my new powers as an affiliate, and I'm gonna make a poll just to see, just because I can. Poll management. Yes, I want to make a poll. Okay. So we're gonna make a poll that you guys can answer while I go get water. Let me just type that in. Hang on. Can I please? Is there a limit to my characters? Hang on. There we go. I hear that we don't talk about Bruno's song playing from the other room. I love that. Okay. Yes. I'll allow votes. Duration, 1 minute. There we go. Hey! What do you mean doesn't meet guidelines? Oh, wait, do I have to censor myself? Hang on. Does that make you happy, Twitch? I can never tell what words I use that Twitch is upset with. Please, please, let me make a poll. Okay, there we go. Okay, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna go drink water. I'll be back. I got water. Ugh. I'm back. I got water. Oh. Okay, view results. Let's see. Who won? It's a tie! Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna drink water now. My VTuber model back on. Hang on. Having the lamp shining directly in my face would probably be better for this. It doesn't bode well. My movement's getting a little sluggish, huh? It's not great, huh? Hang on. My phone? Can I have my expressions, please? Expressions? My expressions? Hello? Mm. 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 The buttons are not working. This is just fabulous. Maybe they work on here. Buttons? I'm gonna close the app and open it back up again. While I do that, I will say I've got myself a little presentation for y'all. A nifty little thing to help like compartmentalize and have all the stuff we're doing, have all the stuff I've added right here so that you can see it all. Ew, the blinking. Oh, it was so good. What happened? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna move slowly and then maybe you guys won't notice how bad it looks. Quack. Coated with the sauce. The first time I heard that reference to that meme was like in a Deltarune fan art with no context, and I thought I was having a stroke. Okay, so let me go ahead. I've got just a couple more things to show you all. Like I said, I drew some stuff that I meant to have drawn back when I first debuted as a VTuber, but I didn't get it done. So I figured now would be a good time to finish that stuff. I don't know if you guys saw my not streaming screen that I have on my Twitch screen. I'm not going to end the stream right now just so you can see it, but that'd be really funny, wouldn't it? But I have a new one of those, and I have a new scene here in VTube Studio. Let me be sure my settings. Yeah, Luma Wipe. Let me switch to that really quick so you can see it. Yay! For snack time! I had to finish this today. It took me a much longer time than I thought it would. Anyways, this art isn't quite done that I've done here. It's not quite done. I'd like to like go back at some point and fix it up a bit more, but until then it'll do. Okay. Why don't I get ready with a little presentation So I'm gonna get that set up. And I'm gonna show you all my wonderful presentation so that you can all have appreciation. I'm having a milkshake in the void, and it's delicious. Anyways, go to the BRB really quick while I set up my little thing to help compartmentalize, you know, all the information I will be presenting to you. And we can all get through it in a timely fashion. Why would I have this as my... Do you guys want the presentation to be light mode or dark mode? Whatever would hurt your eyes less, I guess. Nah, we'll do light. I like it this way. Okay. Okay, you will do not... I have to set it up in a minute. Do not fucking look. Okay. Dark mode? Okay. Well, now we're in the void. Let me see if I can change the theme. Format. View. Layout. Apply a theme. Show me the theme. Go on. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'm not sure how well it'll work, but it'll work. Okay, do not fucking look while I fix everything up. You must keep your eyes closed in this beautiful void we have. Yeah, shout out to the person who already has one of my subs. You know how fucking cool it is to say, I can be one of the people, the VTubers saying the things that I've been hearing them say. And now I get to say those things. I can be like, I can talk about subs. I got subs! Eee! Okay, I have to use my voice. Window capture. Where are you? You know, the funny thing is, I was actually, do not fucking look, do not fucking look! Slideshow. There we go. I was actually, in another VTuber's debut stream today. It was actually a proper debut, of course. It was, because, you know, she had a bunch of new models and stuff to show off. Let me lower that. There we go. That's good. Let me do, actually really quick, tell you guys who I'm talking about. I think, she's actually still streaming? Maybe? Can I not shout out someone who's not in my chat? Can I not do that? Yeah. Cherry Chews, wonderful art, wonderful streamer, might still be having, even be having her re-debut stream. She's got 4 new models. They all look fantastic. And, my stream's suffering a little bit. That's no good. I'm gonna close some stuff so that Chrome eases up on my ass. But yeah, the funny thing is, Echo, thank you for gifting a sub to the lovely Ferris. Thank you so much. Hey, we got the number up to 2 now. Ooh, oh my. Guys, my model's gonna look a little bit crunchy. You're just gonna have to put up with that. I'm so sorry. Okay. Is there anything I can temporarily eliminate so that we can have an easier time? Okay, let me close some tabs. Anything else I can close? Nothing until I get this presentation done. Anyways, welcome to my cool presentation about all of my affiliate stuff. As I'm sure you're all aware, I've got cool stuff to show off now that I'm an affiliate. And one of the things I was most excited about in becoming an affiliate was all of the emotes that I was going to get to do. I was so excited for so long in terms of making all my emotes. My dad sent me a text. He's gonna have to wait. And so I'm gonna show those off to you first. Now, here's the thing. I was going to have emotes that were just for followers that you didn't need to sub to me for, but Twitch has informed me I do not have the ability to do that because I do not have something called instant upload eligibility. And to get that, I forget, it's either I have to be an affiliate for 60 days, but more likely it's like they said something like I have to stream as an affiliate for 60 days. So consider if I keep a consistent schedule, that's something I might be able to hit within the year, within like a year or so. But until then, unfortunately, I can't give you guys just some emotes you already have access to because of the sub without a sub. But until then, if you sub, you can get some of these emotes I've made. And we'll go through them from tier to tier. I've pretty much filled up all my slots, so let's go. Emote number 1. This is one... I've forgotten the names of all these. I think this is the gate squeal. I wanted to have a little happy myself. Yeah, these are going to be both of my normal self and of my wizard self. Just so you guys have a bit of a variety. I do want to like make character emotes. Locomo, wait, is that Emma? Emma, is that you? Hi. Hang on, I have to get my iPad up here because I can't watch the Twitch chat from my thing anymore. Emma, is that you? Thank you for the congrats. Thank you. Sorry, my model looks so crunchy right now because my laptop doesn't like all the stuff I'm doing on it. But we'll get through this presentation. And oh, you actually paid your gift forward, Echo. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, this is my very first of my emotes. Not the first I drew. I just put these in the order that I like to see them in. Thank you. Yeah, this is one to just sort of use when something good happens. Never would elicit this reaction. I do, like I said, I do want to maybe in the future when I unlock more slots make some emotes with like well-known characters. Dreaming Dragon! Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Engus Arsonist. Thank you so much. Hi, Dragon. Oh my god, you're Willow. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Dreaming Dragon, holy shit, thank you for gifting a sub to Glass Turf as well. Thank you. Willow, also thank you for being here. Enjoy, people who got subs, enjoy your badges and emotes. I can say that now. That feels so good. Oh god, I'm so sorry about my model once again. Let's just get through it. But yeah, character emotes maybe when I unlock more slots, but for now it's just, it's all me. Figured that was a good way to start. There's my little emote right there. And yeah, this was the first of the batch. Fun fact, a lot of the times when you guys see me... Dreaming Dragon, holy shit, thank you for giving yet another tier 1 gift sub to Tricky Nikki. Dude, you are being so sweet to me. Where's my fucking blush? I can't do my expressions on this app, but it's fine. We'll get through it. Just imply, hi Dragon, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, fun fact. Usually when you see me draw myself, I will draw myself in an outfit I actually own. I do not own a pink boob window heart shirt, but I would love one. Okay. Okay, here's the thing, chat. I'm watching this stream on my thing, and it's lagging so much. Oh my god. Locomo MH, thank you, Willow, for following. So I'm making an executive decision, chat. I'm turning off VTube Studio for now. We're turning it off for now. Just for now, just to give my phone and my other stuff a break. Just for now, we're gonna have it turned off while we get through our presentation. We're already halfway to our goal. That is so cool. But no worries, no worries. I just have to get something else up here. Gotta open up Discord for this to work. But yes, not to worry. You can still see the wizard in real time because I have prepared a backup plan. Oh god, the stream is completely frozen from where I'm watching it. I thought this would help my laptop. Okay. Okay. Ideally, I wouldn't even have VTube Studio opened. Once again, thank you so much, Dragon. Ideally, I wouldn't even have VTube Studio open here. I would just sort of mirror my phone to my laptop. But, we don't have the transparent background on Android, so my hands are tied. Just a sec, I'm opening Discord. I'm opening it up. Oh, also I have voice mod now, but that takes up so much CPU that I absolutely will not be using that for a while. Discord isn't... Let's while we wait for Discord to load, let's go to the next emote, shall we? See, number 1, number 2. The gate angry, which I have based off of this lovely image. You see, I'm sure you've seen this meme. And when I saw this, I was like, I want to make an emote based on this one. You can't actually see the little accents that I drew too well with the dark backgrounds, but it's there. So you can probably find a use for that. Okay, I think the stream's still frozen. Oh no! What have I done? What have I done? Ah! If it's not on your screen, you'll see it in a minute. Okay, let me join my voice channel. Connected. Hi. Discord? Discord! Hi? Discord! Wait a minute. Oh, Discord might be a problem. Voice. No! Give me my blue snowball. There we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. I'm so sorry, everyone. Yeah, there we go. Stream caught up. Okay. And now I'm connected. And now I can do a little something while we have VTube Studio off. Eye doctor. I am so sorry, Dragon. But let me show you all. I think it's fixed now. And I've got a little thing so you can still have the wizard while the VTube Studio is turned off. Excuse me? Hello? Excuse me? I'm gonna go feral. Where's my PNG tuber? I'm gonna disconnect. I'm gonna connect yet again. It'll work this time. It'll work this time. Please? No? It's gone? Okay, that's fine. Thanks for nothing, Discord. Okay. I'm gonna turn on Task Manager. Are you all seeing the second emote now? Okay, let me turn on the volume really quick. Okay. I'm gonna turn off some stuff, and then my stream will work. Discord, you are useless to me. But yeah. Yes, this is based off this meme, which I also love. I'm gonna leave Steam on for now. Look, where's Discord? Where's Discord? Okay, turn off Discord. I don't need you anymore. You have betrayed me, and you have been useless to me. Discord, turn off. Discord! Okay, there we go. That should help. Okay. Okay. Are you guys seeing it? No, go back! Okay. Is it flipping in real time? Oh my god, the lag! The lag! Okay, maybe that's just on my thing. Is it flipping? Is it flipping now? Is it good? Are we seeing this? Okay. We're good now. The VTuber Wizard Boy had to go away for a while, but we have to do our presentation. I only have this one laptop. Okay. The third emote in the bunch. This portrays a specific kind of emotion that I'm sure we've all felt while watching a Twitch stream. And I thought I would share it with you all. Just in case something happens. The log? What log? We're not in the cabin. Why am I talking like this? Did you guys know I have infinite of my own points? I'm gonna unlock one of my own sub emotes. Oh, I already have my own emotes. Whoops! Okay. But yeah, this is my... Oh. Let's skip to emote number 4. Emote number 4. This one, I came up with really quickly. It's not something I had in mind more recently. But however... Okay. I can't... I'm gonna listen to myself really quickly. I only have this one laptop. Okay. The third emote in the bunch. Yeah. This portrays a specific kind of emotion. Okay, so my voice is matching up with the screen. It's just the actual thing is like very delayed from where I actually am. But it's fine. So, it's emote number 4. You will hear me in a few minutes, you see. We have 2 different right nows. Yeah, this is the gate. Just because I thought this is sort of a good thing for my character. It just popped in my head because I was like, I need to fill that last emote slot. It actually scared you, Nikki? Good, it is working as intended. This is an emote for when you have dastardly plans that you need to fulfill. Just in case you need those. Okay. So anyways, let's go on to the last tier 1 sub emote. Guys see that? That's tea. And now you can have tea as well. Oh. Hang on. Why is I feel like the chat has like the biggest delay. I don't know why. It might be... Yes, I am... the thing is, I'm an evil bastard, and I wanted to convey that. But now you can also have tea. It's wonderful. I'm watching my own stream in past time. I actually really like how this one turned out, and I hope you all can get some use out of it. So now, we are on to... Hang on. You know what? I'm going to... see. It could be hot cocoa if you want it. If you're all okay with it, I'm gonna really quickly see if maybe, just maybe, I can turn VTube Studio back on. Ugh. Just for a bit. Just to see if it'll work. I might not even use my, my thing. Might just sort of use the webcam. I'm gonna see if it'll work, or if my whole stream crashes. Yes, we're gonna do arson together, Angus. We're gonna do beautiful arson together. It's gonna be great. So you can just have some tea while you wait, because that's tea. I am begging you to turn on VTube Studio. Okay. 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 Please work. Please work. Please work. Here's the thing. I know that my voice is matching up with the picture, but I'm pretty sure that even within the context of the stream, the chat is very delayed. So you will have to wait. Okay. Camera on. Please work. Oh wait, I should remember where my hotkeys are. What are my hotkeys? I forgot my hotkeys. Okay. Where's my mouse? Where did I put my mouse? It keeps going missing. My mouse, my mouse, my mouse. Where's my, ow, my mouse. I really did need that stretch redeem. Lord knows I don't do that on my own. There's my mouse. I found it. Okay. I will say while I'm working on this, like I said before, that Cherry Chews is actually having her debut stream. And at the start of that, she had her own, like, Google Slides presentation. I feel like us VTubers are just all part of sort of a... Oh my god, the delay. I feel like we're all just sort of part of a... hive mind? Just sort of a funny little hive mind. VTube Studio's not doing great, but we'll deal with it. Get out of here, calibration. Okay. I don't want to double tap to show the menu. Okay. Now, let me be sure my voice is matching up again. Let me be sure. Let me be sure. Hang on. Okay. I think my voice is still acting up again. So now, let me show you all. The anticipated... I want to be sure my buttons are still working again. Is my... I forgot how to work... I forgot how to work my expressions. Oh no! Hang on, I want to remember what my expressions do. Where are my expressions? Left oh, control. Okay, I remember now. I remember now. We're all good. Okay, so now, for what you've been waiting for. The anticipated animated emote for my situation here. Oh wait, we're not doing that yet. Yeah, not yet. We're now on to my... Hey, you've given me sunglasses. I do appreciate that. But yeah. We are now moving on to this emote, which I've put into the tier 2 slot. I just... this was originally in the tier 1s, but I really like this one. And I think it's, like, pretty versatile, you know? I think it's, like, unique and versatile. So I thought I'll shove that one into the tier 2 slot I have. So this is the gate looking. In case you need to look at something. Just in case you need to look at something, you know? Okay. Now let me tell you all. Tier 3 emotes? No. Tier 3 emotes, subscriptions, I mean. No one does those. You know, I'm not expecting any of that. That's definitely not going to be a thing for me. How are there still so many 9 people here? But yeah, that's definitely not going to be a thing for me. I know that much. I'm not stupid, but I figured I want to fill that slot just in case, you know? Just to have it filled. And I thought I should have, like, something, you know, really special there. Because even if no one's going to buy that sort of thing, I still want to have it there. So I was thinking, like, what could be, like, a really special thing? But I remembered, like, you know, I'm kind of an unknown personality. I don't have, like, any, like, gimmicks that I'm known for. I'm here to bring you both low-key and high-key cursed contents. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm gonna, since the way I'm seeing the stream is so delayed, I'm gonna respond to chat very late. Just FYI. But yeah, so I figured, okay, what, for tier 3, something, you know, I want something versatile. Something that, the community at large can use and have a better time with. And it can be used in a lot of situations. So we have... a feeling and a sentiment you would want to express a lot of times during Twitch. No! Hey, go back. Go back! My own presentation's getting ruined. What is clicking my mouse? What is happening? Yeah. Go back. Did I put my slides out of order? It's fine. But yeah. This is the one I made my tier 3. No one will ever use it, except for maybe if you, if I go to Discord server. But it's fine. So yeah, there's that one. And now for the highly anticipated animated emote that I have made. Which, animated emote. Which does not exist. Look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really wanted to get that done before I started streaming again. But here's the thing. An animated emote, that's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of like effort on my part that I just don't have right now. Really quick, I'm gonna say thank you guys for all your compliments so far. But yeah, I just do not have the time or the energy, especially with finals coming up, to do that emote right now. But it's the last one I have to do. And I didn't want to wait until I did it to start streaming again. So listen, the animated emote I'm going to make it. I know what I'm going to make. It's just going to take a little time for me to get it out there, but it will be here. I promise to you. I absolutely promise. I should have made myself bigger for this. But that's something you can look forward to in the future. I promise. So, with the emotes out of the way, channel points! We're now on to channel points. My beautiful, lovely, magic paint drops. And now if you could all open your channel points menu, because this part of the presentation, it requires participation, you cunts. You thought you could get away with just sitting there, listening to me talk? Oh, no, no, no. You're a part of the show too now. Okay, open, and we will go over all my channel point stuff so far. I know that, like, a lot of VTubers, they have the thing where it's like, what is they saying? They have things with, like, more interactive, like, redeems that play a sound, or redeems that throw stuff at your VTuber. I do not know how to get that sort of thing to work yet, but that's something I will be considering for the future. Especially since I'm pretty sure if I allowed you guys to throw stuff at me, you would do it all the time. But yeah, we've got the basic ones. Highlight message, unlock emotes, modify an emote. You have told me to drink water, I'm gonna drink water. Okay. Maybe I can actually stay hydrated this time. I'm going to make streams to force me to self-care. If you didn't study Dragon, it's too bad. You're just gonna have to find a way to cheat without me noticing. Yeah, we've got the basic ones. You see the stretch redeem, for me to stretch, typical, and the drinking water redeem. Those are pretty typical for streamers, I'm pretty sure. Now let's get into the more situation. Oh, thank you, Dragon. Thank you so much for offering. I will consider that later. But yeah, we have starting at 5,000 points, we have the exercise redeem. If you click that one and you redeem it, I gotta take a quick break from the stream to do my little exercise routine, which you will see if you ever redeem that. You would absolutely spam them. Okay. For 6,900 points, I will cast a spell on you. You don't get to decide which one. I get to decide that. 8,000 points. This is Go Off King. I have a quick tendency Pardon me. I have a tendency to like run my mouth a lot. So I figured I might as well make something of it. So if you click that redeem, you can give me any topic of your choosing, and I will go on an extended rant about it, or something about it, for as long as I possibly can. For 10,000 points. Bring out the bad PNG tuber avatar. I don't know if you guys, if any of you know this little bit of channel lore, but the first time I ever used a PNG tuber was during the very long stretch of time where my laptop was still broken, and I got sick of waiting to stream again, so I did a kind of a slapdash stream with my mom's laptop, and I made myself a quick little VTuber that looked awful. So I still have that. If you use that redeem, we'll use that for about 10 minutes. Now, for the Rate My OC, this is actually an idea that I got from another streamer that I really like, Izzy Bellbeeps. Bellbeeps of Twitch fame. They are a big, let me see if I can get back to my dashboard and give them a shout out. They are very, very big inspiration to me in terms of models, in terms of the models that they do, and their art, and just for their streaming in general. And they used to have a redeem like this called Rate My OC. And if you redeem this, you can send me in art or info or whatever about one of your OCs. And I will give you pointers, I will give any critiques, I will tell you what I like about the OC's design, that sort of thing. And I think that could be like a really fun thing to do. Let me give a shout out really quick, and then turn this off again. Otherwise my laptop will explode. Bellbeeps? Is that their username? There we go. Yeah, there they are. You can follow them. They're also very cool. If I do this any longer, the laptop's gonna freeze again. Are we good? Are we good? We're good? Okay. But yeah. And for the last one, which I have, I might add more channel point stuff later, but for now, this is the last and most expensive redeem. Karaoke time. If you redeem that one, you can pick a song, and I will sing it right here on stream. But as the redeem says, if I just don't want to do whatever song you pick, you're just gonna have to keep suggesting ones until it's one I want to do. Hey, it's my channel. I keep forgetting to make my voice deep. Let me... Oh my god! No. Made a mistake. It's okay. We're good. We're good. I feel bad for my laptop sometimes. It didn't ask to do all this at once. Look, guys, one day I'm gonna get... No! Okay. Look, one day I'm going to get a nice, big gaming PC. Then my streams will look good. Until then, you're just gonna have to deal with the rest of this stuff. I'm going to make sure... There's a reason I came back here. Okay, there's a... Guys, I went to my stream manager again, and I've completely forgotten why I'm back here. What was I gonna fucking do? I was thinking. Yes! We'll sing. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. I've forgotten what I was gonna do. What? My brain? Hang on. I can remember. I'm gonna close this again while I remember. Once again, I've forgotten. My brain's a blank. You all love the scuff? I'm glad you love the scuff, because it's staying. And once again, I've completely forgotten what I was going to do. So I guess we'll just get to the next part of the presentation. There's all my channel points. Like I said, I might add more later down the line. I want to give you guys a nice variety to... I fucking remembered. Ooh. I remembered. I'm good at remembering. Hang on. I remembered. I had another channel point thing set up that I didn't start yet. But I'm going to do that right now. If you will all give me a momento. Viewer rewards the channel points. Hang on. So we've got a reward. I have a community challenge set up. I don't know how to start this. Wait. Start. Start challenge. Okay. You will now see that I have started a community challenge. Now here's the thing, guys. It's no secret that my model, literally the first one I ever made, I made it kind of slapdash. I wasn't like considering things. I literally was learning the whole process as I was making this. So I keep thinking to myself, there's stuff I'd love to add to my model at some point, but I absolutely know that some point in the not too distant future, maybe in a year or two or so, I plan to remake my model. So going in and adding stuff to this one just seems like energy wasted. But I thought maybe some little stuff in the meantime would be a good situation for now. So I've got a little channel point goal. And if you guys pool in enough points by the end of the 30 days, I'll draw a little pair of glasses that I can put on my model. Because I actually wear glasses in real life, so I figured adding a little bit of realism would be a good sort of situation. But yeah, there's that, and that's it for my sort of channel point situation. Now we have one thing left to cover in this section of the presentation, and that is my sub badges. I had a hard time thinking of like what I wanted to do for my sub badges, like something that's special to me, something magic themed, something with my wizard persona. But the thing is, this channel isn't just about the wizard boy. It's just about me too, because I'm only a part-time VTuber, and it's also me. So I thought, what better to have for the tiers of subs and sub badges rather than just my favorite beverages? So for your base sub badge, which a lot of you already have, you have a nice cold glass of milk. If you've been subbed for 3 months, you get a nice glass of chocolate milk. And after 6 months, you will have a lovely chocolate milkshake. It ups the ante, as you can see. I'm gonna be honest with you all. Twitch says I gotta wait like a set period of time before I can upload another sub badge. Right now, they've only allowed me to upload one. So unfortunately, these two are not a thing right now, and you're gonna have to stick with the glass of milk as the only sub badge for a while. But these will be uploaded as soon as I can. I'm not too fond of how the milkshake looks. I'm not too proud of that one, so I might redo it. But I'm gonna be honest with you all. These two glasses, like the milk and the chocolate milk, this is like some of my favorite. I love looking at these. Not to pat myself on the back, but like this is some of my favorite graphic design I've ever done. It just looks so clean. I love it. And I guess that's it. It's my presentation. It's all the stuff you guys missed. Now look. Okay. Well, close that tab. That clears up a bit of usage. But yeah, maybe my stream will catch up now. Okay, I want to say before anything else, I want to thank you guys for all of you for coming out here and supporting me in my very first affiliate stream. Thank you guys for the 5 subs so far. I can't believe we're already halfway to the first goal I set up. I have no idea what I'm going to do when I reach that goal. I'll probably think of something. Maybe I'll ask on Twitter. I hate using Twitter. I gotta make... streaming's going to get a little bit rough because it's nice having the little desk setup that I have in my dorm. I don't really have that at home. But, you know, the semester's ending, so I'm moving out of my dorm soon, and I'm not going to have that. So I'll figure out how to make it work with all the stuff I've been doing. Don't you worry. But also, again, thank you all for coming out here. I didn't expect so many people to show up for my first affiliate stream, but thank you so much for it. Thank you guys for the subs, especially you, Dreaming Dragon. Thank you for the 3. Absolutely generous of you. And thanks for dealing with the scuff on my stream. I will try to improve things in the future, but right now I just wanted to get this stream out here before I had to focus on studying for my finals. Now here's the thing. I've shown you all my stuff, all my new things, my cute new little toys. And I don't necessarily want to end right here. I want to, like, maybe do some art to see, just keep the stream going for a little bit, see a little more of how the affiliated experience is going to go. But for that, I think I'm going to take a quick break, maybe to eat something other than, like, some asparagus and the green smoothie I downed. And I'm going to do some other stuff. I'll get the art stuff set up. And when I get back, I'll probably just do art on stream for a while, and we'll have a good time there. I gotta find good music to use, because it is now that I'm an affiliate, it is in fact in my interest to be sure that my streams don't get muted. So I'm going to go maybe eat some food. This might take me like anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So I recommend, like, you guys spend that time maybe at someone else's stream, chilling out. You come back here in like 20 minutes, and we should be ready to do some art for a while. I have a lot of stuff I'm still have to catch up on. As like I said, I've had to focus on school for a while. The model of Zayden Rixo's, whatever their name's pronounced. It's something I've had to do for a while. But that's something I really want to do good on, because he's been such a big supporter of me. So I might wait to do that until I've got all my finals done, and then I can do, like, work on that on the stream, and I can show you guys the process of making a model, a live 2D model from the ground up. And I think that'll be a really fun thing to do. So for now, I'm just going to draw some other stuff that I've been working on, and we'll listen to music together, and it'll be great. So go away for like 20 minutes or so while I go eat. I do other stuff. And when you come back, we should be ready to have some more fun. So thank you all again. If I think of anything else to say, I'll say it after the break's over. So for now, thank you again, and let's go to the BRB screen. Hello? Anyone there? Hello? I know I said I'd eat dinner before I got back to it. Fortunately for you all, I figured that's going to be way too long to not do anything on my stream. So I'm going to eat dinner on stream. And we're going to make use of that neat new little screen I got. Okay. Don't know if anyone's actually here, so I'm going to maybe put something on while I eat my dinner. Let me go to snack time. Perfect. And maybe I can find something to watch. Okay, the white color of the text does not work all on this screen. So if you excuse me, Nikki, I am going to go to Streamlabs and I'm going to fix that really quick. We're going to make it dark. Streamlabs. I'm not turning the VTuber back on for now. Because I'm already on this, it's already on this screen, technically. And I want to give my laptop a little bit of a break. And I figure it's fine as long as we watch something. So let me just get my thing set up. Okay, now, for anyone still here, we have a choice. You guys have a choice to make for what you want to watch while I eat my dinner. We can either watch part 2 of the Victorious Deep Dive video, or we can watch Defunctland's video covering the history of FastPass. That is your choice. I could make a poll, but I'll just listen to what you guys have to say. Okay, where's my chat box? Yes, I know how it works. Streamlabs. We're gonna make the text color. How about a nice dark little pink? There we go. And I'll save settings. Okay. Better. Let me type something in chat to test it. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. Yeah, so you guys get to pick. What we are going to watch. Yeah. We can't watch boobies, though, because this is an 18+ stream. Maybe it should be one, but, I don't like to put limits like that, you know? I figure if someone's a minor in here, if they're being careful and watching themselves, I'll trust them. Yeah. I'll have to salt my pasta. I have to salt my pasta. Hang on. I'm gonna run an ad break while I salt my pasta. I'll be right back. I'm back! The ad should be over. I've salted my pasta. You want to watch The Debunked Land? We'll watch it. Okay. Defunct Land. Fast Pass. Here we go. Hang on. We'll put this on. Okay. A history of capitalism and woe. Window capture? Existing. Yeah, sure. Hey! Hang on. I don't want to make this full screen. So I'm going to fix this. Let's see. If it was Alt. There we go. Oh yeah. This is a smart decision I'm making. This won't come back to bite me in the ass. Okay. And up. Aha! And shrink that down. Okay. Might as well cover the text. It looks like trash anyways. Okay. Actually. And make sure we're not covering the chat. Okay. Defunct Land.
How much do you know about lines? A line, or a queue, is an organized group of people, or in this case dots, waiting their turn for some thing. The amount of time it takes
Hope this
to
doesn't
from
get
the
my
start
stream
of the
muted.
queue to
It
the
probably
end of
won't.
the queue is the wait time. In its simplest form, the wait time is affected by two factors: the service rate and the arrival rate. The service rate is the rate at which people get pulled from the queue to do the thing. The arrival rate is the rate at which people arrive to the queue. Speed up the service, and the wait time decreases.
Hi, it's so good to see you. I'm eating dinner right now. We're gonna watch
and the wait time
about
increases.
FastPass.
At
Why
its
do?
core, this is
Then we'll
all
draw
a line
afterwards.
is. How fast do people get in line, and
Thank you
how
for being
fast
here.
do they get out? But in any real-world scenario, queues become anything but simple, and there's no better showcase of this complexity than the Disney parks. Disney is world famous not only for their wait times, but for the bold strategies that they have implemented to cut them down. To truly understand this topic, it is not enough to simply learn the history. We must deep dive into the technicalities and psychology of queuing, and fully examine the many ways that Disney has tried to tackle the issue of lines. And unfortunately, there is no fast pass for this explanation. So without further wait, let's take an excruciatingly deep dive into everybody's least favorite
Oh my
aspect
god,
of theme
my
parks.
mic's picking it up. There we go.
On October 1st, 1971, Walt Disney World opened to the public, with 2 resort hotels and 1 theme park, the Magic Kingdom. Within the first year of opening, Walt Disney World began to experience the problem that had long plagued Disneyland Park in Anaheim: long waits for attractions. 2 of the most dreaded waits were for the
A long rough day?
the Sea Ride and
No,
the
I'm sorry, I.
show. The wait
I'm
for
sorry,
10,000
buddy.
Leagues consistently sat at 1 hour, and the wait for the Country Bear
I hope you can unwind a little bit here.
busier days. This might be
I've been through tough
surprising to you if
days.
you visited the parks
You know how that feels.
Today, the Country Bear Jamboree
Just
almost
relax for
never
now,
closes
okay?
theater, and 20,000 Leagues no longer
You made it
exists.
through.
However,
Something to
when
celebrate.
Magic Kingdom opened, these 2 attractions had some of the longest waits in the park. This can be explained by looking at the arrival rate and service rate of these attractions. The service rate for theme park attractions is generally measured in hourly capacity, or how many guests can board an attraction within 1 hour. 20,000 Leagues was a low-capacity attraction, only able to accommodate around 1,200 guests per hour. Compare this to the Haunted Mansion, which can accommodate around 2,800 guests per hour. This difference was due to their ride systems. The Haunted Mansion is a continuously operating Omnimover system, while 20,000 Leagues could only seat 40 guests in each submarine and could only operate up to 9 submarines at a time. So in a 12-hour day at the park, over 33,000 guests could ride the Haunted Mansion, while only around 14,000 guests could ride 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Looking at this difference another way, if 1,000 guests were in line for both attractions, the wait time for the Haunted Mansion would be 35 minutes, while the wait time for 20,000 Leagues would be 1 hour and 20 minutes. The Country Bear Jamboree had an even lower capacity than 20,000 Leagues, but its issue was less in its service rate and more in its arrival rate. While the capacity of a ride is determined by design and operation, the arrival rate is mainly determined by guest demand. This demand can be influenced by such factors as the quality of the ride and the marketing done for the attraction. The demand and capacity relationship is somewhat similar to the relationship between the supply and demand of a product, except rather than determining price and quantity, demand and capacity determine wait times and number of riders. Today, once a guest has entered a Disney theme park, they are able to ride any attraction they choose, but there are only so many operating hours each day, so time becomes a currency that they must spend. For instance, a guest might want to ride the Jungle Cruise if the wait were 30 minutes, but that same guest might not want to ride the attraction if the wait was 1 hour. In queuing, this is called balking, when someone decides not to wait in a queue due to its length. This can reduce wait times by turning people away that were not determined to experience the attraction. The situation becomes even more complicated when guests are spending both their time and money to ride rides. When it opened, Walt Disney World utilized a ticket book system, in which guests needed to purchase tickets both to enter the park and to ride the majority of the park's attractions, with each attraction distinguished with a letter A through E, with E being the most thrilling and popular attractions. This was the same system used at Disneyland, and it became so well known that the term e-ticket became a common phrase to refer to something as premium or exciting. By charging guests more to ride the popular attractions, Disneyland was able to curb demand for these rides. However, at Walt Disney World, this system often had the opposite effect. When the resort opened, guests knew little about the park's unique attractions, but they already understood the A through E ticket system. So when visitors made their decisions, they often looked at how Disney ranked and priced their own attractions. The Country Bear Jamboree, a musical show with animatronic characters unknown to guests, was listed as an E-ticket, while the Mickey Mouse Revue, a musical show with animatronic characters well known to guests, was listed as a D-ticket. This led many guests to assume that the Country Bear Jamboree was the better show, resulting in a false demand, leading to longer lines. This false demand was recognized by a Disney employee named Bruce Laval. Laval graduated from the University of Florida with an MBA specializing in operations research, and he joined Walt Disney World right as the resort opened in 1971 as an industrial engineer. Industrial engineers are specialized in studying and optimizing complex systems and processes, finding ways to make systems more efficient, a field that Disney was increasingly relying on as their theme parks became
Put my mug down here.
and brought in more people. Laval was among the first industrial
Up in my
engineers to utilize computer simulations to optimize systems. Impressive, considering at the time, computers looked like this.
There we
Within
go.
the first few years he worked for the company, Laval noticed the false demand being created by the A through E ticket system and argued for its removal. The idea made it almost to the testing phase for Magic Kingdom when top Disney executives, resistant to change, learned of the plan and shut it down. However, it was soon decided that Disney's third theme park, Epcot Center, would not use the A through E ticket system, so the decision was made to discontinue the
That's
system
never
at
happened
both
before.
Disneyland and Walt Disney World as well. After
I
the
had my
switch,
volume on my
Laval's
laptop
theory
turned
was
way
proven.
down.
Wait times at e-tickets went down,
And the volume on
more
the stream
guests
was really
visited the
soft, but usually it
underutilized
doesn't like
attractions.
apply. Wonder why.
ربنا يجازيكم ويبارك لكم تجاه هذا الفيديو. ليس السلطانة اختارني. مرحبا، اسمي محمد، عمري 6 سنين. أنا مرزق لما كان عمري 2 وجد عندي سرطان الدم. الدكتور حكى لأمي وإنه هذا مش تمام. أمي حكت إن السرطان عنده كتير قوي.
Sorry.
Long lines were by no means eliminated from the guest experience after the A through E ticket system was
Where did I
discontinued.
put my phone? There
In
it is.
fact, lines were the #1 guest complaint at all 3 Disney parks. This is why when Disney opened its first international park, Tokyo Disneyland, in 1983, many within the company were surprised at the patience and endurance of Japanese tourists to withstand long lines, especially when compared to Americans. This is because different cultures have different reactions to queuing, with Americans tending to be some of the most impatient, right up there with the French, which Disney would learn soon enough. Also, people's reactions to queues change significantly over time, and the Disney parks have played a major role in this evolution. The most common type of queue at Disney is called the switchback queue, in which guests snake back and forth in a zigzag motion. This was pioneered by Disney's Imagineers at the 1964 New York World's
Mike over
Fair.
here.
The lines for Disney's attractions at the fair were long and out of control, so Disney developed the switchback concept, which organized and condensed the line. Reportedly, Walt Disney himself also felt the concept had a psychological benefit. Because guests were moving back and forth, they were face to face with other guests, allowing them to interact with strangers back when people were into that sort of thing. Switchback queues were soon implemented throughout Disneyland, then at Walt Disney World, Epcot Center, and eventually everywhere. But since queuing is always evolving, by the mid-1980s, distaste for the switchback queue had grown. People were no longer tricked by its condensed nature, and the endless zigzagging soon became grating. To combat this, Disney went back to the drawing board, coming up with a simple three-tiered strategy to improve guest time in line. Number 1, keep waits to a maximum of 15 minutes. Number 2, if a guest must wait more than 15 minutes, give them entertainment, such as immersive queues and pre-show videos. Number 3, hide the queue from view, sectioning off different parts of the queue so the guests can't see how long the line really is until they've already waited in it. This strategy really came down to one basic principle. If you remove the guest's ability to visualize the wait itself will feel shorter. In 1987, Bruce Leval was named the director of the studio tour for the soon-to-open Disney MGM Studios. The new theme park was designed to focus primarily on the tour of the new film and television production facilities being constructed alongside the park. So when Disney MGM opened in 1989, it had few attractions, and worse, few productions. What it did have was an excess of people. Crowds flocked to Disney MGM to find long lines and little to do. The issue was widely reported on, and when asked about the crowds, Leval said, quote, "You could have the greatest show in the world, but if you have a 3-hour wait out there, people are going to leave the park dissatisfied." Immediately after the article was published, the Orlando Sentinel received a call from a man named Michael Eisner, who was the CEO of Disney at the time. Eisner assured the public, as well as the Disney employees quoted in Sunday's paper, that the park would be expanded with more attractions, stating, quote, "We do not want the lines to be that long. We are trying to rectify that as soon as we can." In 1995, Leval was promoted to Executive Vice President of Operations, now assuming responsibility for all park and resort operations at the Disney parks. Leval had held many different positions at the company, but his industrial engineering background had stayed with him, and the mounting issues with wait times led Leval and his team to develop something big. In the mid-1990s, Leval and his team began experimenting with the idea of transitioning certain attractions at the Disney parks to a reservation-only system. The idea was to give guests a reservation time for an attraction, so that they would not have to wait in line. Similar to a restaurant, guests would simply arrive at the attraction for the reservation and would be seated immediately. While the idea would eliminate waits for guests at the park's most popular attractions, there were obvious issues with the concept. First, it was nearly impossible to ensure that park guests arrived for their reservations on time. Often they would be doing something else around the park. When a guest would miss their reservation time, this would leave empty seats on the ride, therefore reducing the total capacity of the attraction. Second, if the attraction experienced downtime for any reason, then the guests holding reservations during this downtime would no longer be able to ride, as reservations for the rest of the day would already be filled. Or, if they were allowed on, the ride would now have a line of people for the rest of the day, defeating the point of the system. The idea was abandoned for these reasons, and it seemed that reservation-based attractions was a dead concept. This was until Leval had an epiphany, not while at work, but while on vacation. In 1997, Leval went on a skiing vacation in Colorado. While on the slopes, he observed the queue to get on the ski lift. Each lift chair held 4 people, and the queue was split into 2 lines, a regular line and a single rider line. Leval viewed how the single riders were squeezed into the empty seats on the ski lift when a party did not fill an entire chair. He realized that this was the compromise to the reservation-based system. Rather than a regular line and a single rider line, Leval can have a reservation-based system and a standby line. Whenever a guest would be late for the reservation, operators could take someone from the standby line so that the attraction would never lose capacity because of the ebbs and flows in guest behavior. Plus, if the attraction did experience downtime, then the ratio of reservation-based guests to standby riders
how to pronounce your name.
adjusted
Thank you so
to favor
much
those that had reservations during the downtime.
for subscribing
Despite the
for
idea
2
of
months with
coming to the initial
Prime. Thank you so
reservation-based
much.
concept, what Leval was
Thank you for the
proposing was
congratulations, and thank you for being, I think, my very first subscriber. It really means a lot to me.
Just without the physical line.
Okay.
A common example of a
I'm just
virtual
finishing
queue
up,
can be found in many quick service
my
restaurants,
dinner,
in
and then
which
we're gonna
guests
do
take
some
a
more.
number and wait for their number to be called. Unlike reservations, this still retains the first-come, first-served nature of a physical line, but it removes the ability to
Come on,
visualize the
69.
wait, therefore increasing the quality of it. After returning from vacation, Laval pitched the concept to other executives, but he was met with skepticism. Believing in the idea, Laval proposed that he test the concept to prove that it could work. Using the newly opened Animal Kingdom due to its limited amount of attractions, testing began with a select group of guests who were given paper diaries to keep track of their day, including how long they waited in line.
Keep watching the
test
video, I'm gonna
subjects
eat a
were
brownie.
split into two groups, a control group and a group that would use the virtual queue system. The control group simply logged their day at the park, while the other group were told to approach cast members at attraction entrances, who would hand them a ticket with a return time on it. This return time was equal to the time that it would have taken guests to wait in line for the ride. The test subjects were then encouraged to explore the park and return at the time listed on the ticket, where they would then be allowed to skip the line. The test was a huge success. The virtual queue subjects were able to experience 25% more rides than the control group, and their wait times were reduced by 50%. The virtual queue subjects left the park much more satisfied and far more likely to return than the control group. If this was not convincing enough for executives, the tests also showed that those using the virtual queue system spent more of their time at gift shops and dining locations, resulting in more spending when compared to the control group. Executives approved the concept for further testing, which continued throughout early 1999, both at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. That summer, testing focused on Space Mountain at the Magic Kingdom, which often had the park's longest wait. In these early tests, cast members were physically writing return times on cards and giving them to guests, while using handheld clicker counters to keep track of how many were handed out and how many guests returned. The tests were often haphazard and chaotic, but they were successful enough to prove that not only the system could work, but it would make guests happier and more likely to spend money. Many within the company, including Laval, felt that the system should be free and available to all visitors so as not to create different classes of park guests, citing Walt Disney himself, who was known to wait in the park's lines with his guests. With the test labeled a success, executives approved the permanent installation of the new virtual queue system, officially titled
Our ancestors had a mystical connection with red pandas, and what was a blessing became an inconvenience.
Disney Pixar's Turning Red.
Cole, he's my miracle child. So how does your miracle...
Hey! Did you know that you don't have to wait in line to ride some of your favorite attractions? Just look for the signs of selected attractions and insert your park ticket. You'll get a complimentary Fast Pass with a return ride time stamped right on it.
guests who entered a Walt Disney World park in late 1999 were met with a brand new system, FastPass. On the surface, the system was simple. Guests would approach an attraction, where they would be able to view the posted standby wait time. If this was manageable, they could join the standby queue right away. However, if the wait was too long, they could instead choose to receive a FastPass at the kiosks placed outside of the attractions. Guests inserted their park admission ticket into the kiosk to receive their FastPass with a 1-hour return window listed on it. They could then enjoy the rest of the park, and once the return window arrived, they would hand their ticket to an attendant and enter the FastPass queue, boarding the attraction with a minimal wait. Each guest could only hold one FastPass at a time, and they could not receive another until the return window had arrived. Behind the scenes, the system was far more complex. Each attraction's FastPass data would be stored on a local computer housed in each attraction, controlling the standby wait time display, keeping track of how many FastPasses have been handed out, and determining the return times being printed on each FastPass. The computer was connected to a server so all wait times could be monitored throughout the park, and so that the system would know when a guest had already been given a FastPass to prevent them from obtaining another. The system also allowed ride operators to tell the computer when an attraction was experiencing downtime, and in response, a kiosk would slow down or cease dispersing FastPasses until the attraction was operating again. Some cast members reported this feature not working properly or not implemented on some rides, resulting in ride operators having to go to the FastPass kiosk, manually disperse a stack of paper FastPasses so that return times were pushed back, and then immediately throw those FastPasses in the trash. When news broke on FastPass in the summer of 1999, Laval said, quote, "We are going to use it on 3, 4, or 5 attractions that historically have the longest lines at each park." By the end of the year, 13 attractions at Walt Disney World utilized FastPass. 5 at Magic Kingdom, 2 at Epcot, 5 at Disney MGM, and 3 at Animal Kingdom. In early 2000, FastPass was implemented in Disneyland on 3 attractions: Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, and Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, with plans to expand the program.
One way to keep it moving is called Disney's Fast Pass. Mi favorito. Check this out. You roll up to the Fast Pass kiosk. Boom, boom. Kicks back your ride pass. Then you just come back to the ride at that pass and giddy up. Pretty sweet little invention. Let's hit it.
FastPass was a huge learning curve for guests. Despite heavy marketing, many guests did not know about the program, and even fewer understood it. In the early days, it was referred to as Disney's best-kept secret, and many guests waiting in standby lines were visibly and vocally frustrated to see priority being given to those that had FastPasses, believing that they were being skipped or cut in line, which, in a way, they were. Some people believed that FastPass was simply holding their place in the attraction's line, which is not the case. The FastPass kiosk and ticket system was a virtual queue, so there was a first-come, first-served system built into the program, but that just determined guest return windows. Once guests redeemed their pass, that queue was over, and they were admitted to a new preferred queue that shared the service rate of the attraction with the standby line. The arrival of FastPass guests did affect the rate at which guests moved through the standby queue. There were a few exceptions to this, such as with Space Mountain at the Magic Kingdom, which has 2 separate tracks. So, if operated as such, one track could be standby only, and the other could be FastPass only. If this is the case, then FastPass guests are not skipping or cutting the standby line, they essentially just have their own attraction, as there are 2 separate service rates, and the arrival of FastPass guests have no impact on the standby line. The main issues with implementing FastPass beyond the learning curve for guests was perfecting the technology for the kiosks and finding space in each attraction for 2 lines. Luckily, many attractions already had 2 lines, and guests were given the choice of either the left line or the right line when they entered. A common advice from vacation planners was to always go left, because the majority of people are right-handed and thus tended to go right, a phenomenon found outside of Disney's parks and studied by queuing experts for some time. Some attractions already had a split point, but not until later on in their queue. For instance, Space Mountain at Walt Disney World had a wide single-line hallway up to the ramp leading to the main show building. Here, a railing was added and all guests had to go to the right side, so that cast members could walk on the left. This made installing FastPass fairly simple, because Disney only needed to extend the railing to the beginning of the queue and build a staircase to the entrance so the left side and the right side remained split the entire time. Reviews from those guests that used FastPass were overwhelmingly positive. On average, guests who utilized the system waited.
Okay, I had my dinner. I went to the bathroom.
A few skeptics believed that the system would increase standby wait significantly throughout the park. Laval responded to this concern, saying, quote, "It's only a problem if they don't self-select.
I think I should be
The
good
only
to do
challenge is
art
getting
now.
people to
Let me
understand
just
FastPass."
see how it
He added
sounds,
that, quote,
because I
"So go
cannot.
on to what you might consider the secondary
Okay,
attractions
but my
in
audio is
that area
punchy,
of
then
the
what's the
ride they
point?
have FastPass for.
Wait, hang on. Hang on.
Some attractions already had a split. For instance, Space Mountain and Walt
Oh my
Disney
god,
World
it's so
had a wide
crunchy.
single-line hallway up to, but not until later on in their queue.
What a fucking nightmare.
Walt Disney World had a wide
Okay, that's not good.
point, but not until later
Okay.
on in their queue. For instance, Space Mountain and Walt Disney World had a
I'm gonna be honest with you all. I don't know how much longer. Let me put the mic up to my mouth. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I don't know how much longer I'm actually going to be streaming, because I want to do art, but it seems like my laptop's having a lot of issues tonight. I might do like an hour just to get a feel of things. It's just an hour with y'all. I don't think too many people are left anyways, so maybe just do it for an hour, and then we'll go raid somebody, because this has been really successful either way. Okay, let me just get stuff set up. Okay, I have Let's View set up. Oh, that's what that is. So I'm going to start out with just seeing how that works. And then I'm going to try to use VTube Studio, but based on my laptop's performance tonight, I'm not sure if she'll like that. So, let's go to game capture. Let's view. Let's view. There we go. Hang on. Okay. Good. Okay. Here's my art thing. Let me... Okay. I'm going to put the video back on. I'm going to put the video back on. And I need you all to tell me if the audio is still crunchy. And if it is, I'm gonna try some music and see if that works. Okay, nope, go. Hang on. Alt. Maybe I should have put my laptop in the freezer for a few minutes, because she's definitely overheating. Okay. Alright. Put that up there. Down below, so it shouldn't interfere with anything. Okay. And, the situation is, I had some ideas for what I wanted to draw. I should switch chat back to white now. I had some ideas for things I wanted to draw. If you recall how I said earlier that Cherry Chews is having her redebut stream today, and I wanted to draw something for her, but I didn't get the time. So I figured as a little warm up, I could start out the drawing I was going to do of her now, and I was going to just do a simple little thing of her character. I thought that would be good, but something happened on her stream, and now I have to draw that. So you will see. We'll start the video up again. Probably good just to stick with a YouTube video like this for now, because I am not sure what exactly is going to get my channel muted. And now I don't want my streams muted because these are monetized. I forgot I had the Windows settings open. If you all saw me edit Streamlabs, no you didn't. Okay. So, tell me please if the audio is crunchy. And if it is, then I'll figure something out.
Found that these were typically attractions that they didn't go on before because they were spending too much time in line. This does increase.
Where's the
rides per
desktop
capita
audio coming
and
from?
backfilling less attended
Maybe
attractions.
that'll help.
FastPass also has the potential in certain situations to reduce
Maybe the audio's something's wrong with the audio. Let me check.
popular attractions. By
Properties.
adding guest return windows, it spread out
Speakers.
arrivals more evenly throughout
Yes.
the day, flattening the midday rush and reducing standby
Let me check the
rates
settings
during
of
the peak
OBS.
period. Those that loved FastPass argued that the system should be added to all of the rides in the park. Dale
'Cause like I
Stockton,
said,
VP of
as a general
operations
rule, this sort of thing
at
doesn't happen.
Walt Disney World, believed that this was not saying, quote, "If you didn't
Audio.
have more, you wouldn't have enough space in the park. Where would everyone go?" 1 year after FastPass was introduced,
It
both guests and
should
Disney officials were
be
confident that they made the
good.
program a massive success. Eisner said,
Default?
quote, "They now have more time to spend money and to do other things.
Let's try that.
They're also a lot happier not having to wait in line." In August of 2000, FastPass was recognized by the Florida Engineering Society and was awarded a 2000 Governor's New Product Award. Laval said, quote, "FastPass continues to exceed our guest expectations. It's a free service and it's making their time in the parks more fun and productive." Laval retired in 2000 after 30 years with the company, with FastPass being his last major project.
Okay.
Perhaps the greatest success of FastPass was the name.
Like I said, tell me if it's crunchy.
So much so, it immediately became a household
Maybe
name
some
and
soft
became
music would be better.
any sort of expedited
Okay.
line. It also pushed other parks to develop their own expedited queue systems, and it even inspired a hit song.
I'm gonna draw for a little bit, and then I'll turn my VTuber back on.
It was not long until touring experts started to learn the best practices for the FastPass system. For instance, guests still needed to
Quiet.
arrive earlier in the day to
No,
receive
here's the
FastPass
thing, Nikki. It's quiet because usually I turn down how the audio is on my laptop, because if it's too loud, my microphone will pick it up, and then there'll be an echo effect. And usually, even if I turn the volume down on my laptop, usually even if that happens, it'll stay the same in OBS. Hi, Ben! Hello! You missed my PowerPoint presentation with all my stuff, but you are in time to watch art and to watch a video about the history of Disney's FastPass. But like I said, usually if I turn down the volume on my laptop, the volume of it in OBS stays the same. I have no idea what's happening that would now make it the volume of it in OBS dependent on the volume of the laptop, but I'm gonna get it as high as I can without my mic picking it up.
Guests found that some attractions did not communicate with the rest of the park's computers.
Okay.
So if they were to get a fast pass from one of these rogue attractions,
okay, that seems good.
That the guest already held a fast pass, and they could
okay, as long as it's not crunchy, that's fine.
Fast
Okay.
kiosks were also used in creative ways. For instance, guests obtaining a fast pass for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Play It might have received a special ticket.
This is the same video, so I don't think it's the audio that's crunchy, because like on my laptop it sounded fine. As long as it's better now, that's good. Okay.
Bonus fast pass.
Let me draw.
The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which sometimes dispense bonus fast passes for Mickey's PhilharMagic. On February 17th, 2000,
I'm gonna draw for Cherry Chews.
millionth fast pass was distributed to the Dillon family of Atlanta, who were given a special
Why am I
golden
getting an
fast
email?
pass that allowed them fast pass access to all attractions at the resort. Mike Dillon said, quote, "Things like this don't happen to the Dillons."
It's not what you think.
On a particularly stormy night in the year 1871, Jebediah Dillon stowed away on a cargo ship named the Queen Marge, which would soon navigate the tumultuous waters of the Atlantic Ocean. Bound for
It's too bad I do not have the CPU capacity to like use voice mod. Can you imagine I don't have to go through voice therapy. I just use a mod and boom, my voice is much deeper.
6 at Disney MGM,
Okay, as long as it sounds
5 at
good.
Epcot, and 10 at Magic Kingdom. Disneyland Resort now had a total of 16 FastPass attractions, 9 at Disneyland, and 7 at California Adventure. The significant increase in FastPass attractions was due less to logistics and more to the
I have to get a
monetary benefits of the
reference.
system.
Cherry
During the late
Chews.
90s and early 2000s, Paul Pressler,
Okay.
the chairman of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, had instituted drastic cost-cutting measures, slashing budgets across the board to increase profits. At the same time, Pressler, whose background was in retail, dramatically increased the amount of shopping and merchandise carts throughout the parks. FastPass was a quick fix in many ways. Not only did the system promise to get guests out of line and into gift shops, but FastPass itself could be marketed far and wide as if it were a new attraction, during a time when Disney didn't have anything else to promote. For a period of time in the mid-2000s, FastPass was used as a perk for vacation packages, namely ones booked through AAA, which allowed guests access to what was referred to as Enhanced FastPass, which removed the 2-hour limit on guest tickets, allowing them to obtain as many FastPasses as available, with the only restriction being that they could not receive multiple passes for the same attraction until the first pass for that attraction had expired. With this, guests could enter Disneyland Park in the morning, obtain a FastPass for every FastPass attraction in the park, exit Disneyland Park, walk over to California Adventure, obtain a FastPass for every FastPass attraction at that park, and now, holding 16 FastPasses, have the best day ever, with the only downside being that they now have to experience 7 attractions at a mid-2000s California Adventure. The over-implementation of FastPass did exactly what Stafford had predicted, and walkways at the parks were more congested than ever. This was especially noticeable at Disneyland, which is a much smaller park in comparison to the Magic Kingdom. The park was designed to have people waiting in line, but now, with most attractions using FastPass, guests found themselves wading through a sea of people, all waiting for their return time to arrive. Also, standby waits for high-capacity attractions, such as Pirates of the Caribbean and Haunted Mansion, were noticeably increased with FastPass. In 2002, Paul Pressler resigned to model for The Gap, where he would also serve as CEO. He was replaced by the chairman of Disneyland Paris, Jay Rasulo. When Rasulo and other management took over, they reevaluated Disneyland's FastPass system, determining that the best solution was to begin removing FastPasses from certain attractions. At Disneyland, Pirates of the Caribbean, Winnie the Pooh, and Star Tours had its FastPass kiosks removed, and Haunted Mansion's FastPass would only be utilized for Haunted Mansion Holiday. In California Adventure, It's Tough to Be a Bug and Muppet Vision had their FastPasses removed as well. Eventually, the Haunted Mansion at the Magic Kingdom would have its FastPass removed. While FastPass worked well on some rides and did increase customer satisfaction significantly, the over-implementation within the first few years of its debut seemed to be clear proof that it was a bad idea to put FastPass everywhere.
Advertisements!
The Disney Bundle.
Stop!
Where
Stop!
Disney Plus, Hulu,
No
and
advertisements!
ESPN Plus come
Stop!
It is
No
now
ads on my
September
stream.
2007. It has been 2 years since Bob Iger became the CEO of Disney after an embattled
Wait.
Michael Eisner resigned.
I forgot
FastPass
to
is
change my
just
stream
turned 8 years
info.
old, and
Hang
Joe
on.
Rasulo is still heading the parks
Just a
division.
second. I
It
forgot
has
to change
also
my stream
recently
info.
announced that Disney was patenting a technology
Not
that would
TV.
utilize a centralized computer system to manage FastPass tickets throughout Walt Disney World and Disneyland, allowing
I
guests
fucked
to
up.
obtain FastPasses
It should
from
say
their
art
mobile
now.
devices, which at the time looked like
Whoops-a-daisy.
this. So most of the players relied on sending text messages to guests.
Okay.
The patent application also stated that the new system could allow, quote, spending per guest at hotels
Hang on.
to determine hierarchies of access to FastPass. Disney stated publicly that they had no plans to change FastPass at the moment, merely that they were monitoring how to take advantage of technological developments.
Just a sec.
However, within the company,
Stop.
executives were formulating plans for a massive project in complete secrecy. In 2007, Jay Rasulo and 4 other senior Disney Parks officials formed an
Art.
exploratory committee to determine how the
There we go.
ongoing technological revolution could
Okay.
reinvent the guest
Updated.
experience. Like Walt Disney and Imagineers
Now I can
in
breathe.
the 1960s and like Bruce Laval in the 1990s, discussions once again centered on how to improve crowd control and wait times. The group was exploring
Fuck all
multiple
these ads. All
concepts
my
when one
homies
member
hate
had an epiphany.
advertisements.
While on a flight, VP of Business Development
Okay.
John Patchett was browsing through the in-flight magazine Sky
I
Mall.
specifically
He
set
came
my
across a
settings to
magnetic
try to, like,
wristband that promised
run
to
as
improve
few
balance
ads
and
on my
reduce
channel as
joint pain.
possible.
This was, of
Because I do not
course,
want
a
to
scam,
want to
but it
subject
gave
you guys to
Patchett
that.
an idea. What if Disney
can make
park
money
guests
other
had
ways.
their own wristband that contained technology that they could use around the park? It would be like a magic wristband, so naturally, they called it the Experience Band, or X-Band for short. The team opened a testing space for X-Band in the abandoned Body Wars attraction in the Wonders of Life Pavilion at Epcot. After an ideation phase, Disney CEO Bob Iger was given a tour where the team explained their idea for the X-Band. Their proposal was to house an RFID tag inside the band that would allow guests to interact with touch points throughout the park. The X-Band could act as guest park tickets or their hotel room keys. They could even use it as a credit card. When Iger was shown the technology, he was impressed enough to give the project a proper budget. In 2008, development officially began on Disney Next Gen Experience, an initiative that promised to bring the guest experience into the modern age. This encompassed multiple strategies, ranging from reinventing the way guests order food at the parks to experimenting with different queue types to increase guest enjoyment while in line. Perhaps the most ambitious part of Next Gen was MyMagic Plus, a complete overhaul of Walt Disney World's technological infrastructure and the introduction of a new website and mobile application.
Ever wish you could get the magic of the parks right at your fingertips?
Wait, what is this?
Thanks to Disney Parks.
This is not MyMagic Plus. I don't know what this is.
Introducing Mobile Magic, a magical app that will turn your Verizon mobile phone into a
Exclusive to Verizon.
and it's super easy to use. Just touch characters. Look, Mickey, just down
Oh gosh, I forgot about this. Okay, so real quick, in 2009, Disney and Verizon partnered on a new mobile
Okay,
app
that's
named
a big
Mobile Magic that allowed guests to see a map of the park, view show times, and play trivia for $9.99 every 180 days. Jeez. And you had to send a text message to download the app? Most impressive, the app allowed users to view wait times and FastPass return times from their phone, with real-time information from the park's computer system. They could not book or view their FastPasses from the app, but this was still a powerful tool for the time, and it had a valuable feature. Guests could now balk at an attraction's wait time from the other side of the park. Understanding the power the app had over guest decisions, Disney began to inflate posted wait times to point guests in certain directions. For instance, if there were too many people in Tomorrowland, Space Mountain's posted wait time might be adjusted to 90 minutes despite the actual wait only being 60, in order to dissuade guests from visiting the crowded area of the park. This also served the additional
hang on.
function of improving guest
It's
satisfaction.
crunchy? No.
as
God damn it.
actual waits
God damn it, it's happening again. It's happening again. Oh, laptop, I'm begging you, work with me. Maybe I'll turn the volume down. Maybe I'll turn the volume down.
Were almost always shorter than posted waits, and it gave ride operators a buffer in the event of delays or downtime. It is unclear
Okay,
where the strategy
is that
began,
better?
but
Wait.
it would become an integral part of MyMagic Plus's crowd control features
Better?
when the new app launched. In November of 2000,
Does it sound crunchy to anyone else?
into the development of next-gen experience,
If my
it was announced
my
that
laptop
James
is doing
Zero
some
would
shit,
become the CFO
I shall
of
not
Walt
continue the
Disney,
stream.
switching places with
I cannot
Bruce
deal with
Willis
audio
and
issues.
Stabs, who would be taking Rasulo's position as the head
Video
of the Disney
issues,
parks.
maybe.
The
Audio
switch was
issues,
August
audio is
6th,
all I
and it
have,
was done to
guys.
see which executive adjusted
Audio is
better to
all
the
I
new
have.
role. This was a way to help Iger determine his successor, as he planned to retire from the company in 2015.
No, here's the
Stabs
thing,
was
Ben.
inheriting the
Here's the
Next Gen
thing.
program
It could
and
be your
Microsoft,
headphones,
and the
but
push
the
was
audio was
immediately
literally
launched under the
crunchy
cover on the team's plans,
earlier
which had
for no
only become
reason.
more ambitious.
So it's already
Not only did
happened.
the
So
Next
the
Gen
chances
team
of it being the
introduce
case again,
tickets and hotel
sky
fees,
high.
they wanted to completely overhaul
They
FastPass
are
as well.
the
new
correct
system would
pronouns
be
for your
called
headphones.
FastPass, and it was a key feature
But
of
yeah,
Next
it's
Gen's
probably a
Guaranteed
thing on my
Experience
end.
initiative. The philosophy
Oh, guys,
behind
if anyone
Guaranteed
else is here, please
Experiences
tell me
was
if it
to
sounds like
increase
that.
customer satisfaction and guest retention at the resort by removing unwanted variability in vacations. The program sought to ensure that guests would be able to eat at their favorite restaurants and ride their favorite rides during their trip. This is where XPass came in. Guests would now be able to book multiple Fast Passes before they arrived at the park, and rather than using paper tickets, they would use their X-Bands to enter the expedited queue. In late 2011, news broke on XPass, mainly focusing on a rumor that FastPass would cost money. People took that great, but despite the uproar, the rumor turned out to not be true, at least not entirely. FastPass would still be available to everyone, but priority
Okay.
access would be given
As long
to
as it's
those
better.
staying
As long
at
as
a
it's better.
Walt Disney World Resort hotel.
As long as it's
The
better
plan
now.
was for guests to be able to book between 2 and 4 Fast Passes before they arrived. The specific number would be different for each park and would vary based on attendance. On the busiest days at Magic Kingdom, guests would only be allowed to book 3 Fast Passes, but on most days, they would be able to book 4. However, at Epcot, which had significantly less attractions, guests would only get to book 2 Fast Passes on busy days, while most days they would get to book 3. The times for the reservations would be determined by guest preferences. Guests would input which attractions they wanted to ride, and an itinerary would be created with Fast Passes to optimize guest flow throughout the park. When paired with the rest of the next-gen technology, this had the potential to radically redesign crowd control. There was just one problem. Actually, there were 1,000 problems, but this was one of them. XPass sought to offer multiple Fast Passes to the majority of guests before their arrival. The problem was there were not enough Fast Passes available at the resort's Fast Pass attractions to do this. In the original Fast Pass system, popular attractions would run out of Fast Passes for the day by noon or even before, and that was when people could only obtain one Fast Pass every 2 hours. Since Fast Pass already took up the majority of a ride's capacity, and most rides at Walt Disney World were already operating at maximum capacity, it was not feasible to simply give out more Fast Passes for these rides. When the industrial engineers ran the models for XPass, it was apparent that there was not enough Fast Pass availability at the parks for the system to work. The engineers quickly realized that in order to offer multiple Fast Passes to guests before they arrived, they would need to add Fast Pass to nearly every attraction at the resort. The total number of Fast Pass attractions at Walt Disney World would increase from 28 to 50. When the industrial engineers put the increased Fast Pass availability into the model, it still didn't work. Even with an additional 22 attractions, there were still numerous days throughout the year where Fast Pass availability would be gone before a significant amount of guests could book all of their passes. To solve this, it was suggested that Fast Pass be added not just to every attraction, but also to things that were not typically considered attractions, such as meet and greets with characters. Apparently, this still wasn't enough. So it was suggested that guests could obtain Fast Passes to things that don't even have lines, such as fireworks shows or parades. Rather than skipping the line, special viewing areas would be created for these experiences, and guests could book a Fast Pass to gain access to them. Finally, this increased, or more accurately inflated, the amount of Fast Passes that could be offered, which helped support the idea to offer multiple Fast Passes to guests before they arrived. With the basic framework figured out,
Oh, I hate my audio.
Magic Plus continued to
I thought I could relax, but
In February of 2011,
no.
the Walt Disney Company's board of directors approved
Why?
Magic Plus with a budget of
I'm gonna lower the volume more.
$1 billion.
If I lower the volume, does it sound better?
Quote, this better work. which became a mantra for the entire team. Stags was under enormous
Okay, tell me if that's better. I have lowered the volume.
didn't really make the parks or Disney money.
Now, when I put this in, does money immediately begin flowing out of my checking account? If it's working,
Please tell me.
yes.
And if it still sounds bad, I am calling it
Most
quits.
of the rhetoric surrounding
I cannot deal with this.
MyMagic Plus internally was not about the potential profit from the system. Those developing the new technology, and even much of the executive team, believed in the more altruistic benefits of the program. The ability to guarantee experiences for vacationers, to simplify the experience of visiting the resort, to improve traffic flow and crowd control at the parks, to create an IT infrastructure that could be built on over the coming decades, even to make cast members' jobs easier so they could focus more on providing great interactions with guests. These were the key components of the pitch. This is not to say that there were not some ulterior motives. Disney definitely wanted to impress with the program to establish themselves as a major player in the tech space, but this did not create a clear path to generate income. Apart from the new digital PhotoPass system, which had direct monetary benefits, the revenue that the billion-dollar MyMagic Plus overhaul would generate was almost entirely theoretical. Maybe guests would think less about their purchases when using their X-Bands, which would then lead to more spending. Maybe the novelty of the X-Band would encourage more people to stay at Walt Disney World resorts, which would increase revenue. Maybe the data collected from everyone's X-Bands and account profiles could be
Better when
leveraged
it's
to
quiet?
increase
Okay.
spending.
Ben, you have redeemed drink water. I'm gonna drink milk instead, because that's basically the same thing.
Maybe the traffic flow improvements would be so great that more guests could fit into the park. And the biggest maybe that the entire project was predicated on, maybe MyMagic Plus would create such a wonderful experience for our guests that they
I
would
shall not be
more likely to
dehydrated
return
on this day.
and more likely to recommend that others visit. Sure, the end goal was to increase
I can't
revenue,
use the
but
model
Disney's
right now
focus
because
was
I'm
on
looking at a
improving guest
reference on my
experience and
phone,
hoping that the money would
and I
come
can't
as
use
a
it
result. This
for the thing at the same time.
approach seemed to be at
Hydrate or
odds with the
dihydrate.
$1 billion price tag.
Either die or you die, dude.
Sulo and other executives believed in the program enough to keep it going. Others throughout Disney had a much
Either die or you
different
die.
plan, which quickly led to infighting. Disney hired multiple tech contractors to manufacture and deliver much of the MyMagic Plus technology. And it was an open secret in the tech industry that they hired subpar firms that saw the project as a cash cow, overcharging and under-delivering. These firms also did not get along with the park's IT team, especially when major issues were found with implementation. Walt Disney Imagineering was not all in on the MyMagic Plus technology either. The parks hoped that the Imagineers would take advantage of the X-Band technology to deliver unique experiences in attractions, but Imagineering viewed the X-Bands as a gimmick, and a risky one at that. Plus, placing X-Band readers throughout the park's land so that guests could redeem fast passes clashed with the theming. Imagineer Joe Rohde said, quote, "If I'm supposed to be living with fairies, fairies don't have iPhones or magic bands." The Imagineers ended up barely integrating the X-Bands into new attractions, with Epcot's test track being one of the
I'm no good at
earliest
drawing
adopters.
chibis.
I am Melanie. I'm a fun, caring, and goofy person. The doctor said I had a brain tumor, and it was scary, but you can't be sad.
These kids, they don't deserve to have to go through this. My beautiful little redheaded girl has cancer. You don't know
Yeah, milk's
what's gonna happen.
milk is mostly made of advertisements. I keep not noticing those.
Has Plus, you ask? Come on, I'll show you. It makes your stay a treat. Reserve that meet and greet.
Ugh.
That is technically my second favorite Fast Pass parody song, but it's really not even a competition. In January of 2013, Disney officially announced the creation of MyMagic Plus, along with the introduction of the new high-tech wristbands, now renamed to Magic Bands. X-Pass was also announced, renamed to FastPass Plus. The system had been altered slightly, and it would allow guests to book 3 Fast Passes in advance. This static number applied to all 4 parks rather than X-Pass's proposed dynamic system. As rumored, guests staying at Walt Disney World Resort hotels would get early access to Fast Passes. Hotel guests would be able to book their Fast Passes 6 60 days in advance, while everyone else could book theirs 30 days in advance. When guests went to book their FastPasses, they were given a list of attractions that had FastPass available. They then selected 3 of them. No more, no less. If the guests didn't select 3, the system picked 2 at random. After the selections were made, the computer would intelligently create multiple itineraries that guests could choose from. After this, guests could still edit the selections, either by changing the time of the FastPass reservation or by selecting another attraction within the initial attraction's time frame. FastPasses were now redeemed with Magic Bands or guest park tickets, but during the initial rollout, paper FastPass kiosks would still be available. MyMagic Plus was introduced in phases throughout 2013 and early 2014, and issues with the system were immediate, apparent, and overwhelming. Reportedly, those on the rollout team and IT pleaded to executives to pull the plug, as the tech was making operations much worse, to which executives essentially responded, "We know, but we're in too deep." Spotty Wi-Fi, malfunctioning Magic Band readers, website crashes, an at times unusable mobile app, and many more issues plagued the system and thus the resort. There are too many issues with MyMagic Plus to discuss, but if you're curious, here are a few.
Okay. I need to keep this soft. I can't. I'm gonna end as soon as I finish this sketch. Okay, so Ben, this is the streamer who had her re-debut today. Streamer Cherry Chews. And she has debuted 4 new models. 4 new models, which are all look fantastic. And at one point during her stream, her debut of these models, she had 2 of them on the screen at the same time. And I'm sure you know, one was a 2D model and one was a 3D model. And you know, 2D models, they only got those 2 dimensions. They don't got nothing else. You can't rotate them or nothing. The 3D models, you can rotate. You can rotate those, and they have a front and a back. So she had the 2D model and the 3D model both going at the same time. And then she had the 3D model turn around and pretended like the 2 models were making out. So now I'm drawing that because I might as well.
While Staggs was promoted to Chief Operating Officer, with Bob Chapek, the president.
I have no idea if this is going to be taken well or not. I hope it will be, though.
Staggs would unexpectedly leave the company the following year with no confirmed.
I love her, like, you know, her design of her models, of her VTuber character. It's so good.
Guest experience as much as it stalled it. Some guests loved it, some guests hated it, and others simply didn't care. In many ways, the introduction of the technology was a wash, a $1 billion wash. But what about the new program?
Do thumbs face inward.
FastPass Plus. By the end of its life in 2014, the original paper FastPass system was still operating off of a Windows software from the late 90s. So the update in technology, as buggy as it could be, was definitely a welcome one. But FastPass Plus was much more than its touchpoints. It was an entirely new system, and like the original FastPass, it was a huge learning curve for guests. The new system could only be accessed on the website, on the My Disney Experience app, or with a cast member at one of the FastPass Plus kiosks set up throughout the park. During the initial rollout, this led to huge lines for the FastPass Plus kiosks. Or to put it another way, there was a line to get the pass to skip the lines. While guests adjusted to the new system,
my mom's watching TV in the other room, and I heard a character just speak, and the voice sounds exactly like Hootie from the Owl House. Not even like it might be the same voice actor, like that exact voice sounds like. Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. It makes me so good, happy to hear you say that.
Of an effort to force guest adoption of the new technology in order to prove its efficacy. 2 months later, the system was altered once again to allow guests to receive additional FastPasses after they redeemed their first 3. Once guests redeemed their 3rd FastPass for the day, they could go to a FastPass Plus kiosk and choose one additional pass. After they redeemed this additional one, they could select another and repeat the process until the end of the day. The next major change would not come until mid-2016, when the itinerary system was dropped, and now guests had to choose each of their FastPass times themselves. This also removed the 3 initial FastPass rule, allowing guests to...
I'm gonna fucking end as soon as I get this sketch done. I wanted to do more, but if I'm having audio issues, I cannot fathom it.
Additional FastPasses from the My Disney Experience app, rather than only at the kiosks. It would not be until 2017 that Disneyland would update their FastPass system. Rumoredly, Disneyland was set to receive My Magic Plus, Magic Bands, FastPass Plus, and all, but the major issues with the system resulted in the expansion being canceled. Instead, Disneyland would receive an entirely different system called MaxPass. For $10 a day, visitors could book FastPasses from their phone, except they could only do so when inside the park. Like paper FastPass, users could only receive one FastPass at a time, unable to receive additional passes until the first return window had arrived, or 90 minutes after the initial pass was booked. The system received mixed reviews upon announcement, but after installation, many warmed up to it, believing that MaxPass was...
I should probably stop soon anyways, you know, I got homework to do.
At this point, was the subject
This
of
is fun,
a
though.
debate.
I'm glad I got my little presentation.
FastPass Plus was a divisive program, and many have strong opinions on it. There are pros and cons to the system, so I'd like to take this moment to examine the biggest ones. Before we get into this, I want to mention that we will not be discussing or factoring in other ways guests are able to cut the line, such as with tour guides or the guest assistance program. These systems have their own complex histories during this period that, while interesting and important, are not factored into this list or this discussion on FastPass in general. That said, here are some of the pros and cons to FastPass Plus. Pro number 1. You get
Alright,
to
she has a
skip the
tail.
line more, obviously.
Hang
Pro
on.
number 2. Improved traffic flow throughout the park. One of the biggest downsides to the original FastPass system
Okay.
was that guests had to travel to an attraction's entrance to obtain a paper FastPass just to return to the same location when it was time to ride. This backtracking was causing major traffic flow issues, so allowing guests to make reservations from their phone eliminated this unnecessary foot traffic. Plus, it was more convenient for guests. Pro number 3, reduction in length of stay. As park attendance climbed throughout the early 2000s, FastPasses for major attractions ran out earlier in the day, so in turn, guests arrived earlier in the day, resulting in more people arriving in the morning and staying for longer, which increased the amount of people in each park. With FastPass Plus, guests would know 3 of their FastPass reservations before arriving, which would encourage guests that had FastPasses for later in the day not to arrive until later, thus relieving morning and midday crowds. Plus, guests no longer had to wake up early to rope drop FastPasses, allowing for a more relaxing vacation. Con number 1. Irrelevant FastPasses. In the mad dash to add as many attractions to the FastPass system as possible, the implementation of certain attractions was less thought out than others. For instance, FastPasses for Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor and Muppet Vision 3D rarely saved guests any time, as these attractions
That's a good
shows
first
held guests
sketch.
in
Let me
large waiting areas
just...
before the next showing. Guests who had FastPasses for these types of attractions soon learned that all their FastPass did was give them a different entrance to the same giant room where they had to wait with other guests.
Okay.
Con number 2, long FastPass lines. Many using FastPass Plus reported waiting longer after redeeming their FastPass than they did with the original FastPass system. The original intention of FastPass was for guests to wait no more than 15 minutes before boarding, but with FastPass Plus, guests were now having to wait over half an hour at certain points. This was in part due to the fact that FastPass Plus was basically guaranteeing that an attraction would be operating 60 days in advance. As previously explained, paper FastPass had a built-in response to downtimes, or at the very least a ride operator could throw a bunch of FastPasses in the trash to give operations some wiggle room. This was much more difficult with FastPass Plus. When an attraction went down, it might have already had an entire day's worth of FastPasses distributed. If the downtime was significant, anyone with FastPasses during the downtime were given an any-use FastPass with which they could use on any ride they chose, which backed up FastPass lines at other attractions throughout the park. If the ride was delayed but did not completely shut down, this caused a backup in the FastPass line for that ride. When there was a backup, the FastPass to standby ratio had to be altered to get the FastPass line under control. This was the same compensation plan as paper FastPass, but the new system seemed to be dispersing any use FastPasses much more frequently, leading to Disney eventually putting limits on these passes. Con number 3, the FastPass to standby ratio. We have yet to discuss the FastPass to standby ratio in detail. It is no secret that of the 2 lines, the FastPass line was given priority over the standby line. In fact, that's the whole point. The question is, how much was FastPass favored over standby? There is no definitive answer to this, because it was different for every attraction and ultimately up to the cast members stationed at the merge point. Bruce LaValle recounted that this was the most difficult position to train, and it was the key position to getting the original FastPass system to work. The cast member not only had to keep the attraction's ratio steady, but they had to manage the expectations and frustrations of 2 very different lines of people experiencing 2 very different waits. The FastPass to standby ratio cited on the original FastPass patent was 80-20, or in other words, for every 4 FastPass guests, 1 standby guest was let through. This is consistent with cast member and guest recollections of the system at the time. The 4-to-1 ratio remained standard after the transition to FastPass Plus, but with backups occurring much more frequently, cast members at merge points had to modify the FastPass to standby disparity more often. There were 3 phases cast members had to go through. Phase 1 was standard operating procedure with a 4-to-1 ratio. If there was a backup in the FastPass line, cast members would go to Phase 2, which was a 20-to-1 ratio. And if the backup was significant enough, Phase 3 would be initiated, which was for every 1 standby guest, 100 FastPass guests were let through. Once the FastPass line was under control, cast members would return to Phase 1. But the disparity of Phase 2 and 3 was infuriating to guests waiting in the standby queue, which during these phases would almost completely stop. There was also a psychological gamble to FastPass. Disney was banking on the idea that guests would not remember the 3 or 4 times they were cut in line. They would just remember the one time they got to cut the line. This gamble seemed to pay off, but they were also working against another issue with the psychology of queuing. Now that FastPass was slowing down the standby line, the pace at which guests moved through the queue was much slower. In most cases, people prefer to spend 20 minutes walking at a steady pace rather than spend 20 minutes standing still. But the latter was now happening frequently on FastPass attractions. In the pre-FastPass days, lines often stretched out of an attraction's dedicated queue. But it is important to remember that back then, these lines were moving 3, 4, or 5 times as fast. With FastPass, guests found that the amount of people waiting in the standby line was less than before, despite the wait time being the same or longer. Con number 4
We're gonna end the stream now.
availability. After guests became accustomed to the FastPass
Hootie shorts.
system, it did not take long for them
Booty
to
shorts, but with Hootie's face on them.
In turn,
Okay, that's enough.
availability was running out.
Let's cease production. Well, that's a thing I've drawn, and I will continue to draw it. But right now is not a good time because my laptop decided I don't want to work for you anymore. That's what it said. It said, fuck your streams. I'm gonna act horribly. Let me open up VTube Studio so I can give you a authentic wizard goodbye. Ugh. Where is my beautiful VTube Studio? There it is. Okay. Open it on my phone. Hang on. Hang on. Make sure this is working. Oh, that's not good. Hang on. Hang on. I should get this set up in a proper way so it doesn't look like I'm gonna break my neck. Okay. Okay. We're back to good tracking. How interesting. Okay. Thank you all for being here. It wasn't a perfect stream by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, it was still, I had a really fun time. I'm back after a while with my very first stream as an affiliate. I really like the experience. I love doing this sort of thing. I was gonna do a funny joke with voice mod at the end here, or towards the start, but like I said, that uses up a lot of CPU, and I'm already pushing it with my laptop today, so I'm gonna let her take a break. Thank you. Hang on. I forget all my expressions. Thank you. Thank you for all the compliments. I appreciate it. Yeah. This is how streams are gonna be from now on. And I'm gonna get back to a regular schedule as soon as my finals are done. Zayden, I'm gonna finally get to work on your model as soon as finals are done. That's gonna be my main thing throughout the summer, through my streams. I'm gonna work on it during streams, go through the whole process, and I promise I will get that to you, because you have been way too supportive for me not, like, fulfilling the promise I made way too long ago. But I'm gonna do that now, so, you know, you can all look forward to that. So, this has been pretty good. I think it's time we give someone a little raid. This is fun, but I feel like this is going to be a very nice hobby. Dash. Hey! Oh, Let's View ended. Exit the program. Okay. Now Let's View's gone. So let's find someone to raid, shall we? I think we have like a whole host of choices tonight. Yeah, it seems like no matter what happens, my laptop's gonna not appreciate the things I'm doing. Yes, I will get through school. I will get through it one way or the other. Don't you worry. You with finals. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna get, as soon as that's done, as soon as summer starts, I'm gonna get back to a regular schedule. I'm looking forward to that. I'm so looking forward to it. Thank you all for welcoming me back in the best way. So let's find someone to raid. We've got our quite a choice. Now we've got a few options here, but here's the thing, chat. The person that I was drawing, Cherry Chews, who's still having her debut, she's still live. Oh, did my model freeze? My model? Okay, my model's back. Yeah, she is still live. She's actually having a subathon. I was in there earlier. So why don't we pay Cherry Chews a little visit? A little raid. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that I have that open so I can be right there when I get back to it. So let me just bear with me for a minute. Just bear with me. But yeah, she's doing a subathon. All of her models look fantastic. So when we pop in and say, hello, it's me. I went and I streamed and now I'm back and you're still streaming. Hang on. My laptop will work. Seems like she's, oh, that's no good. It seems like she's doing art right now. So the experience I was trying to give you, but probably much better. Hang on. It will work. It will work. Hope finals go well. Thank you. Oh. She's actually at the BRB screen right now. So, BRB screen. She's at the BRB screen right now. Let me do one more poll. One more poll, chat. Just one more. While we have the time. Oh boy, my tracking's going all wonky. Okay. Are we good? Yeah? Okay. One more poll. For my next stream. New poll. Is my tracking good? Is my tracking good? Okay. One more poll. For my next stream. I've got two ideas. For what I'm gonna do. I would do more art, because like I said, I'm gonna start working on that model. Just do more art on stream. I should probably get better at that, since like aside from games, that's my main thing, right? I'm the art wizard. That's what I should do. Also, we haven't finished Celeste. And I kind of want to play that more. So when the time comes when I get back to regular schedule, I'll either want to keep playing Celeste or just do a normal art stream. So, let's have a little poll. Just while I get things set up here. Is there a raid phrase? Oh, we got a raid phrase. Don't you worry about that. Hang on. Let me see if she's Let me just listen really quick.
Pop-Tart God.
Yeah.
Pop-Tart.
There are people in the call. Let's just wait until the poll's over and then we'll raid. But yes, we do have a raid phrase. Raid phrase. Art stream. All right. When I get back to you guys, we'll be doing some art. It's my model work. Yeah. Here's our raid phrase. Raid phrase. Gay rights. You know, little thing to ponder. Good to ponder things. Okay. Without stalling anymore, why don't we go ahead and raid Cherry Choose? All right, go give her some love. Do not tell her what I was drawing. Okay, raid. Raid! Okay. Once again, thank you all so much for coming out here to support me. I don't really, like... This was my main goal, you know? My main goal was I'm going to hit affiliate. I'm going to start making money. And now I'm here.